If only somebody told me 10 years ago how important small talk is. Well,
In today's video, we'll explore the nuances of small talk and how it can significantly differ between cultures. These differences are rooted in cultural peculiarities and common communication norms. Here are some of them. Overly personal questions. Asking deeply personal questions such as income or relationship status can make individuals from some cultures feel uncomfortable, especially in more formal settings. For example, in the United States, it's generally considered impolite to ask about someone's income, age, or religious beliefs upon first meeting them. In Japan, it's even stricter. People often avoid discussing personal relationships or private matters with strangers. Familiarity. Using first name or informal language too soon can be seen as disrespectful in some cultures. It's essential to respect cultural hierarchies and levels of formality. Germans are known for their formality, especially in business settings. Using titles and last names until invited to use first names is a common practice. Brazilians, on the other hand, tend to be more informal and quickly transition into using first names, even in professional settings. Volume and gestures. Speaking loudly or using expansive hand gestures might be interpreted as aggression or rudeness in cultures where a quieter and more reserved demeanor is valued. Italians often use animated hand gestures and speak loudly as part of their passionate communication style. Norwegians, in contrast, prefer a quieter and more reserved communication style. Interrupting someone while they're speaking is seen as impolite in many cultures, and it can hinder effective communication. Interrupting is considered rude in Chinese culture. People often wait for a pause before speaking. Israelis tend to communicate in an expressive manner, accompanied with many hand gestures. They often speak quite loudly and at a fast pace, which can give an impression that they are yelling or irritated. However, it is most likely their usual tone of communicating. Israelis also tend to have overlapping speech patterns, which means one person may speak over someone before they have finished their point. Therefore, interrupting is a pretty common thing. Eye contact. In some cultures, direct eye contact is a sign of confidence and attentiveness, while in others it can be seen as confrontational or disrespectful. In India, maintaining prolonged eye contact, especially with elders or authority figures, may be considered disrespectful, and in Germany, it's considered polite to maintain eye contact almost all the time while talking to another person. This is especially important during business meetings. Eye contact is a sign of attentiveness, and you don't need to be afraid of threatening someone with this. Gift giving. Presenting gifts is a common practice, but the type of gift and the manner in which it's given can vary greatly across cultures. A well-intentioned gift can be misunderstood. In China, giving gifts is customary, but the recipient may politely decline multiple times before accepting. And when visiting a friend in Russia, a friend or a neighbor or a colleague, Russians never show up empty-handed. Usually this is something small like a box of chocolates, bottle of wine, a cake, and a gift for a child when there is one in a family. Humor. Humor often doesn't translate well across cultures. What's funny in one culture might be offensive in another. It's essential to be cautious with humor, especially in professional settings. British humor often involves sarcasm and self-deprecation. It's okay to make jokes about sensitive topics, while Japanese humor can be subtle and context-dependent. Body language. Different cultures have unique interpretations of body language. In India, don't eat food or pass objects with your left hand. The left hand is considered to be unclean in India, and it is used to perform matters associated with going to the bathroom. Therefore, you should avoid your left hand coming into contact with food or any objects that you pass to people. In Greece, hello sign Yes, this is a unique Greek gesture, and it's quite rude and offensive. Its meaning is obviously negative. It's used when someone is really mad at another person when the latter has done something wrong. You'll see it often while driving in Greece, as Greeks tend to be very nervous and expressive drivers. In business communication, small talk serves several purposes. Building connections. Small talk helps establish and strengthen connection among colleagues and partners. It's communication beyond formal boundaries, allowing a better understanding of individuals, improving the atmosphere. Casual conversations ease tension and make business meetings less stressful, fostering open and productive communication. Relationship maintenance. Small talk enables you to maintain relationships even after a business meeting. This can involve discussing common interests, events, or extending congratulations. Gaining information. Attentive listening during small talk can help you learn about preferences, interests, or significant events that can be valued for future interactions. Building trust. When people feel listened to and valued, it builds trust, which is crucial in business. Creating a common theme. Small talk can serve as an introductory part for some serious business dialogues, creating a shared context and softening the beginning of a conversation. And of course, brand promotion. Small talk can include mentions of your company, products, or achievements, promoting your brand and creating a positive perception. Here are 5 common topics to avoid during small talk in business communication. Number 1, personal finances and income. This is a sensitive topic that can lead to misunderstanding and discomfort. Politics and religion. Discussing these topics can lead to disagreements and conflicts, disrupting the professional atmosphere. Personal problems and health. These topics can negatively affect the mood and create awkwardness. Critics and negative comments. Discussing negative aspects such as criticizing colleagues can create tension. Intimate and personal questions. These topics can be too intimate and inappropriate in a professional context. Instead, focus on these topics. Weather. The weather is so nice today, isn't it? Weather is always relevant and easy to discuss. It creates a common topic that can be developed and makes conversation simpler and more comfortable. Travel. Have you been on any interesting trips lately? Travel always allows you to share adventures and interests, fostering better mutual understanding and leaving a positive impression. Hobbies and interests. I've heard you're into photography. How did you get started? Discussing hobbies help you learn more about the person, creating closeness and interest. It can also lead to exchanging experiences and advice. Current events. Did you catch the news about the new project in the company? Discussing current events in the company or industry strengthens the sense of involvement in common affairs and encourages informal communication and information exchange. Movies and books. Have you seen any good movies lately? I'm looking for recommendations. Discussing movies and literature allows sharing impressions, opinions, and gaining new ideas for leisure time. To effectively use a small talk in business communication and start it successfully, here are some tips. Understanding values. The first step is to understand that small talk is not just a shallow chatter. It creates connection, diffuses tension, and lays in foundation for deeper conversations. Common interests. Look for common topics that you are interested in and your conversation partner is interested in them as well. This can be current events, hobbies, travel, or even sports. Listen actively. Be attentive to what your conversation partner says. This will help you easily find common ground and ask follow-up questions. Give compliments. Don't hesitate to show friendliness and share a small compliment. For example, you can notice someone's new hairstyle or clothing style. Show interest. ask questions with genuine interest and the willingness to listen to the answers. This shows that you genuinely value your conversation partner's opinion and experiences. Relax. Small talk is an opportunity to relax and enjoy casual conversation. Don't strive for perfection, just savor the interaction. Practice. Like any skill, practice plays a crucial role. Try having conversations with colleagues, friends, or even in front of a mirror to feel more confident. Check our guide for mastering the art of small talk in description. In the end, small talk is like the welcome mat to successful business. It's the key that unlocks doors to deeper and more productive conversations. Break the ice, ignite the spark of conversation. Remember that behind every successful deal and leadership decision is a person, and the ability to talk about the weather, travel, or favorite movies can be the foundation of that invisible connection that makes business truly harmonious. It's crucial to approach intercultural communication with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Being aware of these potential pitfalls and demonstrating respect for other cultures can help foster positive and effective cross-cultural interaction.